Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is safe home. We have come with a webinar today that helps you to work effectively from home. I would like Mr. Hiral Soni to come forward and get into the detail of all about Masters in Tally.ERP9.
Thank you, Palak. Myself, Hiral Soni from Intech Business Solutions Private Limited. We are five-star Tally partners. And today's seminar is about how to update, how to keep your masters in proper format, so that all the KYC related and all the stuff, your masters are updated properly whenever you want them. So, and today, this time, this is the right time to update the masters, so that when the lockdown gets opened, we have all the masters proper, and we do not face any issues in our accounting transactions. So now I will briefly run this AIMTech profile video for you. So we are five-star Tally partners.
Full screen.
These are the services we cater to. These are our useful customizations. CA admin for chartered accountants. Builder Pro for construction industry. Integrations from any software to Tally. Society module. Shares Bazaar for shares transactions. eDevice for education institutions, schools and colleges. Yeah. So I would like to invite Mr. CA Puneet Mehta for this session. He will guide us through how what was the importance of the masters, and what exactly relevance it is for keeping masters neat and tidy, so that whenever we want, we the accounting transactions are in a proper way. Yeah, so please, CA Puneet Mehta, please come on the stage, come online, and we can, yeah.
Thank you, Hiral bhai, and thank you, Palak, for organizing this webinar. And very good morning, friends. Today we are here understanding about masters in Tally ERP9. Friends, over a period of time, what I have seen is that we try to ignore the basics. Many times Tally is so simple, so easy to use, and we just say कि okay, control A हो गया, help out करके create कर लेते हैं. And the users who come and work on the masters of Tally are always someone who has just learnt at the basic computer institute or may not have learnt that as well. किसी ने फोन पे समझाया ऐसा ये ग्रुप के अंडर में क्रिएट कर लो, वो क्रिएट हो गया. And over a period of time I have realized that masters is something that many companies ignore, but it is one of the most important aspect of your entire MIS and implementation reporting. So while our team was discussing that what we should be doing a knowledge series or a webinar on that, how we have to work, what are the aspects that we should be taking up. Of course, GST, TDS, payroll, these were the aspects which somebody did share with us. But finally we decided that let's discuss on the masters first, because if your base is strong, then you can move forward in a very strong way. And today you will realize, and maybe some of you might know, but it's always good to know what are the basic things which are there. And I'm sure with this 1 hour you are going to take away a lot of things. Before we move forward, we have this questions session, questions in our chat box. So I would request all of you to put some expectations down so that we know that what are we going to discuss. I will be replying as we move along. I'll be replying on those chat questions also. But it is always good that you put your expectations in the chat box. Please provide some amount, some in your questions, this thing, so that we would be able to understand what are your expectations as well. Of course, Hiral Soni, our senior tele advisor of Aimtech Business Solutions, he is a solution architect himself, designing a lot of corporate implementation, as well as doing himself corporate training to chartered accountants, to corporates, everywhere. So he'll be discussing major part, and I'll be also discussing on the certain important aspects of masters, certain basics aspects. I know, as I told, this would be for some a slightly repetitive exercise, but trust me, it is going to be a wonderful exercise once you complete this 1 hour session. There would be some fantastic knowledge which is going to be shared. And what I learned from Hiral is that he is also going to share some wonderful tools which will help you in not only doing, I mean, those would be not only on Tally, but also outside Tally, because as we know that the world and the systems are progressing a lot. And he would be sharing some tools, some quick help tools that will ensure that your work is reduced in terms of whatever work that is expected, that is reduced a lot. Okay, so let's start our PPT. For that, what is the today's agenda?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, before we start, let what is today's agenda, let us get it clear. So
yeah.
friends, in the first 15 minutes we're going to discuss on the structures of masters, what are the importance of the masters, where it is right from the company masters to the mailing name, these things. So that would be discussed. After that, we will be discussing on the ledger creation in one company, how a basic structure of ledger creation should be there. Okay, what are the important aspects of the it is there. Thereafter, we'll be discussing on how mass, how to do it in mass. Okay, now we are also going to discuss some amount of customization, because that helps in reducing our workload. But it is not only customization, but also default Tally usages also. So some of you who would like to love to use on a default version, those things also we'll be discussing. And for the others, the customization part also would be doing. One of the major part when we sent out this set out this agenda for the meeting was KYC. Why KYC is important in our day-to-day work? So that also we are going to update. Okay, so let's start with it. Before we start, I would request, there is a small amount of customizations that there is a small amount of automation we have done. So there is one, we all are working from home right now. Okay, we wanted to do some automation, small automation in our communicating to the clients. नहीं, office का. Okay, so I would request all of you to go to this link, https, okay, bit.ly ly/mtechbspl, or save this our office number 771-504-7111, either of it. Okay, and just type WFH, work from home. ये रहनी चाहिए.
So go to your mobile, Google Chrome or any browser you are using in mobile. Go to this particular link, bit.ly/amtechbspl, or you can just save this number 771504711 in your WhatsApp, in your contact list as the AIMTech Business Solution. This is our company phone number, and after that you can go to the chat screen in the WhatsApp of this number and type a WFH.
So you will find some magic. There is no user who is responding to it. It is the WhatsApp which directly responds. How we did it, where we did it, will come on that at a later stage. Hiral bhai, let's start
Yeah.
with our tally agenda.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just a second.
So first we will do is the company creation. Is that how do we create a company? I'm sure we all know how to create a company. Create a company. Directly go to create company.
Yeah.
Okay. This is some option that all of us know. Now what happens is that here, if you see, type a company name and 1718 in the company name. Friends, one second here.
Yeah.
Yeah, AIMTech ABC demo 1718. What happens is that this is again coming in the mailing name. So let us understand that the difference between mailing name and the company name. The idea of selection of company name is from here is that it is for you to select within your own company range. Okay, but when we say mailing name, it is what is going to be printed on the invoice. So you can remove this 1718. It does not look good. Okay, that for which year you are going to print. You can just see ABC demo. Okay, or ABC demo private limited, whatever you want, whatever your company LLP or private limited, whatever your company is. So in all the places it will be printed like this. Many users ignore this small basic configuration and just start with whatever it is like, and in the invoices whenever it goes with the 1718 only. So friends, this is one small master configuration. Some of you might know it, but there are many who would not know it. So I just thought, let me start with this basic configuration. Here the country name and the state is important, because for which you are planning. If you are doing it for Dubai or whatever it is, you have to do here the currency selection will get changed, but most of us would do it from India, and after India you have to select the state. Because of that, your GST selection, go to this state also, state Maharashtra. Okay, pin code. Okay, and these are all basic details which are coming in our invoice. Friends, I would like to inform one more important thing is that we can check our basic currency information. Okay, most of us are using the currency symbol as this the new rupee currency symbol which was launched by government of India some time back. But there were the earlier tally or the earlier version had this RS dot. Okay, so if some user has got that as a currency symbol or a formal name, we will have to ensure that those are consistent with that in all the companies. Otherwise, this is a basic problem which comes when we are consolidating multiple companies having different base currency information. So as we know, we cannot add tomato and potatoes. Okay. So similarly, we cannot add consolidate a currency symbol with a rupee symbol and RS dot. We need to be consistent. Whatever it is, you can go and change it out here, but we need to be consistent all across our companies. If some users have got multiple companies, they will have to ensure that this base currency information is correct. Okay. Rest all the things are self-explanatory. I will not take much of the time because we are already 11:18, and there are lots of things that we need to discuss, the security control and other things. Directly going to a basic demo company, and over to you, Hiral. Please create
Yeah.
one ledger and show what is it, how the structure of the ledger should be.
Yeah. So basically, if you want to create a particular ledger account, the path is accounts info ledger create. So this is the normal screen which you might be seeing in any particular company whenever you are creating a ledger. So I'm creating, say, Mr. DEF in the sundry debtors. Okay, this is the normal ledger creation where we can create the particular ledger, but there are few configurations, like say if you go in the F12. So before that, I'll first show you the basic chart of accounts. So I'll go in the alter, and just now I created Mr. DEF. Now DEF is grouped under sundry debtors. So what you can do is you can either create a particular the debtor in the sundry debtors group, or else you can also create a subgroup under the sundry debtors. So for example, if you want to create a subgroup here itself while creating the ledger, you can type Alt C and say I will name it as Northern Debtors. Based on the geographical locations what they are having. So sundry debtors is, so now Mr. DEF has been created in the northern debtors under sundry debtors. So you can accordingly create many groupings and subgroupings the way you want. So this is the basic hierarchy. Now I'll show you how the display list of accounts, normally list of accounts, how it reflects. So we'll go to the main screen again, display list of accounts. See, you can see here the hierarchy of the parties, like south debtors, or see northern debtors, Mr. DEF is there. South debtors, there are many other debtors over there. Sundry debtors overseas, these are the overseas clients. So you can maintain this kind of groupings and subgroupings the way you want, based on the geographical locations or any other departments or any particular state wise also you can keep. So this way you can keep the chart of accounts updated, so that whenever you want, you can easily access them and find the outstandings and other requirements easily. Yeah. So now
So, Hiral, there is
yeah,
one debtors group which is created, and under that,
yes,
I have to create multiple ledgers at one go. I do not want to create individual ledgers. So, suppose
okay,
I want to create 15 ledgers at one go. How would you recommend me to
okay.
do it?
Okay, so there is a best option is suppose you go in the accounts info ledgers. We normally go in the single ledger creation every time whenever we want to create, but there is also an option of multiple ledger creation beneath that. So suppose I'm creating here, I'm selecting a group, say the northern debtors which I just created right now, and say I want to create XYZ opening balance. I can keep it here, then MNO, then PQR.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So this way I can save this, and you can see here alter MNO. It's already created in the northern debtors. So it saves a
Oh,
lot of
wonderful.
time whenever you want to create multiple ledgers in a single particular group. So you don't have to create
Okay,
one by one.
wonderful. So now, since you have created these three ledgers, I want to put the contact details, the basic information. So how would I put that?
Okay. Okay. So
Uh,
whenever if you want to put the contact details and if you want to update it, just go to F12 and you need to select provide advanced information in masters as yes. I'm showing you one by one so that what all changes are happening you can easily see that. So if I'm enabling just this option, yes. So you can see here the currency, the price level. Price level was already there before, but inventory values affected, yes or no, cost centers, all these are getting activated by that option. Now again F12.
Contact
Now
details,
I'll select the contact details. I'll
addresses. Yeah.
address yes and contact details as yes. So you can also see the contact details here this way. So
Hmm.
you can update the address of that party. Say
Friends, this the company creation mailing feature is also useful in ledger creation also, because as I had told, you can have MNO debtors, and at the same time, if you want to create a separate ledger for MNO creditor, then you create that ledger for in your books of accounts. But for printing, he just want MNO, so that can be done. Okay, so this is the same thing that I explained you while company creation. So MNO debtors, and in the mailing
menu
name
details
you
and
can just provide
here
MNO.
this way.
Wonderful. So company email.
Email ID and all. See contact
Yeah.
person Mr. MNO, then phone number, email ID. So this way we can update the whole masters,
Hmm.
provided that we
Wonderful.
are having all the contact details right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now this MNO has got multiple branches. Suppose MNO Gujarat, MNO Rajasthan, and I want to create it in one ledger only. I do not want separate ledgers. I want to create the GST details and this thing in one ledger only. How do I do it?
okay,
Because if I have to create multiple ledgers, then it is very painful. So how do I do
correct.
it in one single ledger only?
Okay, so all we have to do is we have to go here, go in the F11 first. Then there is an option here, maintain multiple mailing details. This was no before. Now if I'm pressing this as yes, and second option is that company mailing details. Suppose if my own company is having multiple branches, so I need to enable this also. So if I enable this, I can update this like primary, my primary address is this, and other address is this chain code. So I can update my own company's branches here, and this option is for enabling the multiple addresses for particular ledger masters. So first we need to enable this. Now in the F12, now still you're not able to see the multiple mailing address details here. So all you have to do is you go to F12 and select provide multiple addresses here. There is an option given there. When you select that, you can see here multiple mailing details. and all you have to do is yes. Now you can name it as MNO Delhi, and you can update the Delhi address. You can also update the contact person name, Mr. Raj, and so on. You also have the option of keeping the GST registration types. So you can update the GST number here, and accordingly it will get updated. So whenever you are selling to this particular branch, or say MNO Delhi, so you can select that particular this particular address in the while creating the creating the invoice. So I'll again go there and I'll create one more, say MNO. MNO Karnataka, Bangalore, Karnataka, and here the GST registration type is regular, and I will just paste this here. So I'll just quickly show you, say if you want to select a sale in the sale invoice, MNO debtors. Now in the consignee, you have the option of selecting the party addresses. Say I'm selecting MNO Karnataka, so automatically Karnataka will get selected, and accordingly, wait. So here now you can see here Karnataka MNO debtor, sorry, and Karnataka. So if I'm selecting Karnataka, automatically GST number will get changed. So I don't have to keep different ledgers for a particular party. I can keep just one ledger and multiple addresses in that particular ledger. So this way we can maintain, and even the outstanding requirement will get simplified. So you just have to whenever you are transacting, the outstandings and the invoices will get reflected in MNO debtors itself. So you don't have to maintain multiple different ledgers for settling down the accounts. You can settle down only in one account itself. Yes, sir. So this way we can maintain multiple addresses in particular in one single ledger.
Wonderful. Thank you, Viral bhai, for
Yeah.
sharing not only how to create multiple ledgers, but how to update it. Now, the question remains that if I have created in MNO debtors, if I have created it in one company, okay, first is can I take the printout of this? Can I see the printout of what I have created? So I need to keep a scanned copy of this debtor. So shall I keep a print
Okay.
screen of this, or can I work on some solution?
Uh, okay. So if you want to create, if you want to print screen is actually a very not the professional option which we would recommend. But what you can do is you can go in the accounts info ledger and go to display, and say MNO debtors, and we have customized this a bit so that if you press here Alt K, KYC, there is a button KYC here. Whenever you print that, so you can print this. You can have a screenshot, you can have a PDF copy of this particular ledger master. That mailing name is MNO, address type, and so on.
Okay, so this helps in ensuring that if whatever today I have created, this can be a trail of my audit working. That what was
Yeah.
the TDS rate applicable, or what was the transaction type, favoring name, banking details. I can put it, which is very much important because sometimes if the users goes and change the banking details, it might create a havoc with my books of accounts. So
Yeah.
these all things are there, including the TDS rates, because what is it that I have selected? Okay, that is very critical for me to keep a trail. That if any user
Right.
has changed it at later point of time, I need to ensure that it is there. Not only that, but interest calculation and the GST details as well. Okay, very
Yeah,
nice.
because whenever you will go to alter screen and MNO debtors, if you print, if you're making a print screen here, you just have the few options you can see here, not the options which are already there, like suppose multiple mailing address or banking details. There are the fields which are in whenever you press yes and go in deeper into that particular section, you can see them. So, and even you don't have the option of export and print here, so you cannot normally export a particular contact. So we have given in the KYC customization to print that and keep it safely.
Okay. So moving on, the next step is that how do we create now national this particular ledger account? We have created it in one company. It is fine. I am happy with the chart of accounts. I want to copy, or I want to put it in all the similar companies. I've got four different group companies. How do we ensure that it is there in all the four companies that is there? So first, tell me the default
Okay.
option.
Okay, so I will quickly open all the three companies which I'm having right now. Okay, and I will go back to the national traders. Now, I will go to, now you can see here in the demo company, accounts info ledger alter, there is no debtor like MNO debtor right now. So what I'll do is, neither all the three companies are not having that particular ledger. So what I'll do is I'll go to national trader again, accounts info ledger alter, MNO debtors, and in MNO debtors there is an option here of F3 company. So you can select that particular company F3 here, and say in I want to copy all the transaction, all the masters related information in particular demo
So
company one.
wait,
One second.
You need to be
One second.
precaution.
Yeah.
First, the group name has to be there everywhere.
Correct. Yeah. So first you need to go there. First you need to paste this particular debtor in demo company one, because this group is not there.
What button you have clicked, Hiral? Hiral, by what button did you click
Yeah.
for
So
selecting that data?
what I did is I just I clicked the F3 company. I selected F3 from here. Okay, and I selected demo company one. Okay, and I will just save this. So Northern Debtors group is already getting it got created in the this demo company one. Now I want to copy this particular ledger. So I'll go to F3 company again and demo company one, and I will just press Control A. So now you can see here in the demo company one, accounts info ledger alter MNO. MNO has been created in Northern Debtors, because if I would have not copied the group over there, so it would not have the ledger would not have been copied over there, because it says that Northern Debtors is under Northern MNO Debtors is under Northern Debtors, not Sundry Debtors.
Hmm.
And so, suppose
That
if you are having a Sundry Debtors group, the default group which is already there in the demo company one, So you can easily copy that within a second.
Okay, but Hiral, this will take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Copying one companies to this. Do you have a shorter mechanism which I can, if I have all the masters ready and I want to
Okay.
copy and paste it in multiple companies? How do I do that?
Okay. So all you have to do is you can. I'll enable a customization.
No. Before customization, there is another
Okay.
option of XML
Yeah.
also.
Okay. Okay. XML. Yeah. We can also do that with the XML. Say we will go in the. I will first
Yeah.
select national traders, then display, then list of accounts. So you can export this in the XML format. Include a dependent masters as yes. This will be no. So the XML is getting created. So you can see here the masters.xml file. It has been created in this folder. Okay. So all you have to do is you can create a new company, or say suppose if you want to import it in a particular company, demo company one.
Go and create a new company. Hiral bhai, go and
New
create a new
company. Yeah.
company.
I'll
Yeah.
create a new company. Say demo company 4 I have created. Now there are no masters. I have just created a company 4 here and there are no masters in there. So I can import. I'll go to import data. I'll go to masters and I will select this particular masters.xml. Now there is an option here whether to combine opening balances, ignore duplicates, and modify with new data. I will select the third option, modify with the new data. So now you can see all the masters which were there in the National Trader Private Limited are being getting imported in the new company. Display list of accounts. You can see here all the ledger masters are being created here. Sundry creditors, sundry debtors, all the masters are, you can see here. So this is best when you want to import your data or say masters into a particular company, your own company, because normally the ledger structure will be different company wise, company to company it may differ, and it's not necessary that one particular ledger may be useful for another company, because debtors and creditors may be different for different companies. So it's best when you want to use it for your own company and you want to import all the masters. There is no
So
option to
this,
alter any masters. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
this was something on default. So if I want to choose and pick that, okay, out of 100, only 20 I need to import it from one company to another. So how do I do that? And also many times the problem is that these details of filling in the phone numbers, email addresses is to be, I mean, the information is there with the some salesperson or some other executive, but I do not want to give him tele rights, because he might then go and change his credit limit or anything, he might go and do it. So how do I ensure that I am creating a only few masters which I wanted, which I want to update it in one company. At the same time, I also want to update few phone numbers and email addresses at one go, with ensuring that the tally access is not given to the other executive. I will give him the information that okay, this is what it is required, but I will not give him tally access. Do you have a solution for that, Hiral bhai? So that is a very
Yeah.
particular problem that many of the users are facing, that they do not want to give the rights to the other person, but of course they want to update all the GST details, the phone numbers and everything, including the banking details as well. So how do we do that?
Okay. Yeah. So say I'm going in the demo company one, and I'm having this particular option. It's enabled here. Accounts info. I will go to export import. This is our customization. So if I'll export this particular ledger, if I'll export all the ledgers together, I will have this option in one screen. All the ledger configurations you can see in one screen itself. All you have to do is you just have to export this particular file, and you will get this particular Excel file. So in this particular Excel file, the ledger name is there, and the groups are there. All the ledgers, all the configurations which are there in the ledgers, it's already there in this particular sheet. So all you have to do is you can forward this sheet to a particular data entry person or any other colleague who is updating your masters. So he will update here. Like say, for example, I will quickly create a new debtors list here. These are the debtors I have already. It was not there in the earlier database. I'll quickly create few of them for you. Say Ram, Mr. Shyam, Sita, and so all these four ledger masters are new for me. Okay, and these are in the sundry debtors. Now I will just copy this. I will just copy these names, and I will go to the mailing name where I can say, yeah, this is the mailing name. Okay. I can update the address quickly, like ABC Colony. It was ABC Colony. This is DEF Colony, MNO Road, XYZ building. So quickly I can update these all the details here, and I can select the state. Say this is the Maharashtra. All of them were of the Maharashtra. I can select the particular the person name, the contact persons. You can update here. I can also update the mobile the landline numbers.
Fine, Hiral, that is fine. The details are there in the columnar form. So
Yeah. So
just
accordingly,
move forward.
we can update the PAN numbers here. PAN number is not updated. I'll update for one of them. Say Mr. Ram, I have updated. Then you can also update the opening balances. You can also update a particular say Bank of Baroda.
Yeah,
This
bank details.
banking
Bank details are important. Yes.
bank details are very important. So I will change this account number. Say this particular account number, and of the Bank of Baroda interbank transfer, and this is the bank IFSC number. Of the favoring name will be this. GST registration number. I'll choose the GST number from here. Okay, so you can update the GST registration type, whether it is a regular or a consumer or unregistered. You can also change the GST, the rates. Say, suppose there is a professional income is there. Now, in professional income, 9% and 18% rate of tax is getting applied. 18% IGST and 9% CGST, SGST. Whether the GST nature of transaction, what is the nature of transaction for this particular courier charges? Say it is purchase taxable, purchase unregistered from dealer from taxable. This way, whether it is a services or goods, you can change this GST applicability date. You can also change the HSN and SEC code from here for the professional, the ledgers items. So accordingly, you have a consolidated one single sheet wherein you can change. Suppose if I want to change the name like Maharashtra creditor, I want to change the name of this particular creditor as say Maharashtra
New
CR1.
creditor. Okay,
New
CR1.
creditor. Okay. Yeah. New creditor 1. So you can also alter the name of this particular creditor. You can also change the groups accordingly. So I will just save this file and I will quickly import this into demo company. So I will go to accounts info, export, import and import. Quickly select the ledger and the ledger filled up, this one. Okay. Now you can see all the details are already there. The new ledgers which we created, Mr. Ram, Mr. Sham, it's there already there. Now I'll quickly create. I'll select the button Alt C, create. The masters have been created in within a fraction of second. And I will also create. I'll also click the alter. Now alter button is when you want to update the opening balances. You can select that particular thing. So you also get the dialog box that these ledgers have been altered and these have been created, and now we will check whether it has been created properly or not. So I'll go to Mr. Shyam or Mr. Ram, Mr. Ram. Oh, it's wow, it is created properly. So DEF colony and all the details which I've updated along with the banking details. Say if I select here, the bank details are also being input here properly. Along with the GST numbers. So within a fraction of seconds, you can import all the details and you can update your masters quickly.
Okay.
Also, we will see the sundry, the Maharashtra creditor, which we had altered the name to new.
So alteration has not happened.
Yeah, okay,
You have
that
to
we can
update,
see.
no?
Okay, we need to update it. Okay, no problem. So this way you can create the ledger masters immediately and very quickly.
Any precautions that you need to take before we do this exercise?
Precautions is like basically you need to export the file and you need to alter the things which you want to alter, and you can then import it.
I think that column B should not be changed. That name should not get changed. Column B.
Yeah, this
That is
column B should
fixed.
not get. Yeah, column B should be the same one. The column B should not change because this is the one particular thing where
Link. That would
we
be
are
the link.
linking. Yeah, that would be the link
Okay.
where we are picking that which particular creditor should get changed. So what
Okay.
details we are changing? So this depends upon this name.
Okay. So similar functionality is available for stocks as well.
Yes, we can also do for the stocks as well. We have options. We have various options. Like if you go to export import, we can export group also. We can export ledgers, which I showed you right now, cost category, cost centers, and voucher types, stock groups, stock items. So these are
Okay,
the various options. We can export the data and we can import it quickly into the Tally. So this
because
is very important. Yes, sir.
yeah, so a lot of time the problem is that we have to change the stock valuation method of multiple items together. So this utility can be of helpful from them for them.
Yeah, it can be very helpful. And also you have an option, like suppose you don't want to alter all the things, you go to Ledger and you select a particular debtor. Like say you if you want to update only debtors, sundry debtors, so you just have the list of sundry debtors. So
Okay,
this is a
okay. You
wonderful
can
list. Like
export it and
export,
export this in Excel, give it to the whatever the executive is. They can update it in
yeah,
their phone numbers, and then you can re-import it.
re-imported so that all the details are properly updated. You can export different files and give it to them, and accordingly they can make the necessary corrections. Now this
Mhm.
particular software is very important where people are using another softwares, like not they are still not into Tally, and they are using some other softwares,
For
any
operation.
yeah, for operations. So and say they want to uh, go into Tally, they want to start using Tally. So what they can do is they can export the data in their particular Excel format. They can copy paste into our Excel template and import it. So all the masters will get imported within few minutes.
Okay. So, Hiral, there is a problem which comes is that now that I have made a standard chart of accounts, I have imported that also. Now,
Okay.
as and when time goes, the challenge is that one company, I create one master and I've got 15 or 18 different companies. Now, it would be very difficult for me to do F3 again and again and copy it in different companies. Is there a solution for that
Okay.
as well? Because what happens is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I can
we have.
create PAN number, GST number, a group, a proper structure or proper ledger in one company. But can I
Okay.
ensure that if I've created in one company and if I have 15 group companies, in all of them it gets created at one go?
Yeah, it can be created at one go. All you need to do is we have customized that. I'll just enable that. So now say I'm creating I'm currently in the demo company one. Okay, I'm going in accounts info ledgers. I will create a single party, say a very distinct name, say Abhinav Jain. I will select sundry debtors for simplification. Okay, and I will put the address here. Say phone number, contact person, mobile numbers, etc., email ID, and so on. So now when I'm pressing enter, you can see here that all the companies which are open right now, currently, these many companies were open right now, and you can see in the calculator panel that demo company 2, 3, 4, and national traders have been updated by that particular master. So now to check, I'll go in the demo company 2, Abhinav Abhinav Jain. See, so which all companies, all those companies which were open currently in my screen right now, all those companies have been pasted with this particular ledger. So it is best that whenever you are using a group companies, there are multiple companies which are dealing with the same debtors or same creditors. It is useful for those particular clients.
And also with the expenses. So
Expenses, yeah.
yeah, so it will, while consolidation, this is a very big problem. Some accountants create con account, conveyance account, and all those things. So if there is a structured way of creating the masters, it would be very helpful while consolidating. Wonderful.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that whenever you are consolidating, all this, the master's name will be same, and you don't have to search for, because normally accountants are prone to give different names to different customers. There are very simple silly mistakes, like one party is having a dot or say an extra s in that particular name. So while consolidating, it will show you as a two different parties.
Okay. Hiral bhai, let's move on to doing the KYC. You showed
Yeah.
the printout of KYC, but how do we ensure that I've got 500 masters and I want to I do not want to spend courier charges and everything to send them the okay, these are the contact details. If I send the printout, it will take days and I will not be able to keep track of that also. Can you show a solution where I can do the KYC of 500 parties in one day with maybe 90 or 95% accuracy and ensure
Okay.
that this particular work is also helping me in terms of sales of my business income? So how do we do it?
Okay.
How do we ensure that I want to do a KYC of all the
Okay.
parties together, all the sundry debtors, creditors together? I want to send them that this is your contact details, that I am having it, and then they confirm it, and then I re-import it back into Tally. So
Okay.
can you help me with this?
Yeah. So best part is, what we can do is, we can generally people are using WhatsApp very much, and they normally reply on WhatsApp very quickly than on the emails and different mediums. So what we have configured is, we have created an Excel sheet. We have created a Google sheet, which is, so this is the Google sheet we have created. Now, this particular sheet acts as a KYC tool, or you can also use it as a information medium. Like if you want to update, if you want to send WhatsApp messages to a bulk of people, so you can use this particular sheet to do that. And you can also use it constructively to update the KYC. So what we have to do is, we have to just type this message. I have typed this message particularly here for all the
So
attendees.
yeah, so typing would not be there. This is a
Okay,
formula
okay.
based working.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
formula based,
We
right?
will share that. We will share this particular sheet with the attendees today. So can we just show in few of the examples how that WhatsApp can be sent?
Yeah, definitely. So suppose if I've gone to this particular Excel sheet here, I will go to my mobile, and I'll open the demo KYC. Now here, what all fields are there? I have typed here, the message is typed here, and the mobile number is typed here. Okay, so, and the ISD code. Now you have to, all you have to do is, you have to go to send WhatsApp this particular sheet, and you can immediately, you can select this particular API. You can select this link, and you can select send. So anyone who wants to see what message actually I'm sending, say I'm sending to particular person, you can give me your mobile numbers, so I'll send to those particular persons. You can send your mobile numbers in the chat box. So I'll
In the
I'll
The
quickly
question
send
series, question box.
in the question panel, so that I'll quickly send to those particular persons, so they can just have a look like how it is getting sent quickly.
Okay.
Okay,
Hiral,
Kriti
by the
Agarwal.
time
Yeah,
somebody puts that, so, okay, 3-4 persons we have already put it. So you could just
already finished. Yeah.
put those names,
Sure.
put the phone numbers of those.
Okay. So quickly I will update this.
Rough data sheet.
Yeah, in the rough data, I'm updating in my mobile 8420 488 7.
Okay. So
Yeah, so I have
what we learned
updated three of them.
from today's session, you keep doing it, Rajesh, Hiral bhai. I'll just brief
Yeah,
up what we have learned from today's session. So what we did was initially we started with the company creation, and then we started with ledger and the group creation. We saw how default tally can be helpful for in one group, how we can create multiple ledgers together. Okay, what are the different aspects of sundry debtors and all those things. I think we've got about 15 or 20, but here, if you could just send it for 5 or 6 of them.
yeah,
For
I've
the rest,
already
we'll
sent
send it at the later
all
point of
two,
time.
three them. Yeah,
Okay, okay. So we are going to share this sheet as well. So one last aspect is what Mrs. Nirmala Sitaraman had shared, that we need to put our contact details updated with the MSME chart as well. So hereby you have a solution for
yeah,
that, because earlier there is a report that all the corporate companies have to provide for MSMEs, and how do I ensure that I update my MSME records as well? If you could just show that
okay,
in last 2 minutes, because we are already
yeah,
5 minutes.
yeah, definitely. So all you have to do is go to display, and we have customized this option for you, master updation, MSME master updation. So currently there are no updated masters here. So I'll quickly go here. I will select which category it belongs to, say medium. I will update the number. Yes. Say this is micro, and say this is the small. And this one Maharashtra data, say this is a medium enterprise M. This. Now the best part is what
Can
you
I get
can
a
do
name
is you get a detail here, detailed report you get here, and you can also see the outstanding report of that particular MSME. Say I'm selecting a MSME type of medium. So Maharashtra Data and ABC Private Limited are having this much due amount. So I can quickly
Hmm.
go through that the outstanding of the medium enterprises this much, as small enterprises this much, and the micro enterprises this much.
Okay, okay, wonderful, Hiral bhai. So let's
Yeah.
come to our presentation then once again.
Yes.
Just a brief up of what we saw in our this thing.
So we today saw the structure of masters, ledger creation in one company, ledger creation from one to many, and KYC and ledger updations. So this was the basic total structure. And
Hmm.
if I come to customizations, so what customizations we saw, this was the import export one, KYC, the which I printed, the KYC print which I showed you. Then creation of masters one to many company, like if I'm creating a particular say Abhinav Jain, I created in one company, and it got pasted into many other companies which were open that time. So that was also a customization. And MSME, and the bulk WhatsApp sheet. This was also a customized sheet.
So, friends, whoever requires any of these, since these are multiple solutions that we have designed and may not be applicable for all of them, so I would request in the question box only what further demo if you want, you guys want on this, or you want more information on these customization list, put it in the question box so that our team members can, connect back to you and make you help you with the other things of what Tally could be. Okay. So, Hiral, one last thing.
Yes, sir.
The GST numbers are there. I have a GST numbers of multiple parties. How do I verify at one go? Do you have a solution for that? That how do I can verify the GST number with the GST portal as well?
Yeah, definitely. We have a validation list. We have a customized this Excel sheet wherein I have already put the few of the GST numbers. Okay, I'll also put our. Okay, now all I have to do is I have to click on validate button. Okay, now since these are valid GST numbers, so all of them has been come as valid one. Now say there was an invalid one. Say I'm just randomly picking a GST number, and I put the wrong character at the end. Now again I'll click the this validity. Now you can see here the digit has been invalid. Expected last digit should be 1. It is showing you that last digit should be 1 basically. So you can also check whether the details are valid or not, and then you have to click on the get GST details. There is an option, the button here, get GST details. So automatically, whenever you will click this, it will automatically fetch from the government websites that the validity is proper or not, and you can get the party names,
Helpful,
addresses, and PIN code.
helpful while we are validating all our GST details. Wonderful. So this is all. This is also we are going to share with our participants today.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So, friends, now let's go to some of the questions. Somebody said share bulk WhatsApp sheet. Yes, Ms. Radhika, we are going to share. Where can we get the WhatsApp? Okay, interested in know more about MSME KYC? Wonderful. Project-wise costing from expenses recorded in the normal course. I think that we can do it at some other details. Some other webinar program. Today it is most of the is on masters only. So if you have any queries on masters, please throw. We will be happy to share whatever knowledge we can do it. Okay. Okay. So one question was that Hiral, that
Yes, sir.
there are multiple masters which are created. Now I want to delete few of them. Is there a solution in default Tally that I need to delete first, because by default a lot of masters have been created, and right now I'm looking at how do I delete it. So can you help me with that?
Okay. Yeah. So what you can do is you can simply go to display, then list of accounts. Okay, there are so many accounts. It's already mentioned over there, and you cannot find that which are the unused ones or which are used ones. So there is a button given here on the right hand side bottom, F5, show unused. So if I select your unused, so these are the these are the ledgers which are unused right now. So I can simply control space, I can select all, and I can delete them. I can press Alt D and I can delete them. So these are deleted. So these were the unused masters because there was no opening balances, there were no transactions of those particular masters, and unnecessarily why to keep them accumulated in our data, why to increase the data space. So we can easily delete them. And similarly, we can do this for the unused items, unused groups accordingly. So if I select a group and show unused, I can see here the unused groups. Also, I can see unused stock items and all, if at all is there any this way.
Okay. Harshad bhai is asking, is there any option where we can convert ledger's name from capital letters to small or vice versa?
Yeah, definitely. You can use this export import TCP, and you can use the function where you can you keep this name. I will show you this. The original name should be the same one, and
By using
the
export
new
import
name,
TCP, we can do that as well.
do that. Yeah. So you can
Yeah.
put the capital letters, and with the help of formula, you using the proper is equal to proper, you can streamline the ledger names, and the new names will get updated in that particular ledger
Wonderful,
using
wonderful.
import export first. Yeah.
So Kirti is asking that will it get deleted from a particular company? What we delete or from all companies? Kirti, it would be from one company only. Yeah. Deepika Patel is asking that demo company, how to keep the demo company created ready. So any new client comes as a template. So for that, there are two options. One is you create Tally company as such, and then a demo company as such, and then use Tally's XML feature that is default available free of cost with the template, and then do it. And the other option would be using this export import TCP. Based on the business scenario, you can maintain multiple Excel template, and then whenever a new client comes, create it directly from there. So these are the two options. Okay,
And
right.
I would
Raj,
also like to add one thing. We might have missed this one. There is an option, say in F12, you can add notes and description of the ledger accounts. So this is very important. Like say if I'm entering a particular description of say sales account, or say income account, professional fees income. Now if I'm entering the professional
type,
professional fee description. So if I've entered this particular transaction, and I'll go to F8, and I'll quickly select a particular party and professional, this professional fees income. So you can see here the description has automatically come. Now this is getting picked up from the ledger masters.
very helpful for chartered accountants, because what happens
Yeah,
is that they've got a very huge description, and it is being fees charged for the year. And if that description comes by default, very useful for the chartered accountants, at least those service providers where they need to have a standard description again and again.
correct.
Okay, very good, very good. Radhika is again asking that can we have a block option that which was used before but no longer required? Yes, Radhika, we can have that. I think with customization that we can
Yeah,
block that ledger. And if you have not used those ledgers, definitely you can go and delete it in display list of accounts and then go and delete it. But if you have used it but you do not want them to be used again, so that can come with a customization. Okay. Mr. Rangarao is asking that the automatic group based on debit or credit balance, is there any way to do so? No, we will have to select at least in the Excel sheet. If we are doing it, we'll have to select it from sundry debtors or sundry creditors. Which group name do we want? Because sometimes the creditors would also have a debit balance, or a debtor would also can also have a credit balance. So it is best that you select it in the Excel sheet, then only you import it. That would be the best option.
yeah.
Yeah. Deepika Patel is asking if the description is fixed or every time we create a bill, we will have to change. I think we can give the standard
You
part
can
of the
change it.
description. Yeah, you can then change
Yeah,
it if you wish to do it. But at least being professional fees charged for the, if that description comes automatically, the other part you can add that, okay, for the income tax return for the year 1920 or whatever it is. So that is you can add a line, or you can button add end button and change it for that particular invoice, that description.
correct.
Yes. Is this available after the completion on YouTube? Yes, we can try for that. Video link could be provided, Ms. Aditi, that we can probably give or share with you guys, those who have attended. So I think that is it. We've promised for 1 hour and we have gone from 1 hour 17 minutes. Is there more that we can do it? Hiral bhai, if you could just share the contact details so that we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
come back to
definitely,
you.
sir. Yes.
So the phone number that we saw at the end, that is our corporate office number. So there also you can send a message 771, or you can connect with Hiral as well. And those of you who wish to connect with me, just let me know.
So these are the contact details. You can contact us, like which customizations you want to purchase for your clients or for yourself, so that you can easily update your KYC details in this time. Because currently we have an ample amount of time that we can use our time productively for updating our KYC details and updating our masters, so that in future when the lockdown gets over, you are ready with the proper details, so that you can target a particular clients list and you can uh, start your
Friends, here,
accounting. Yeah.
here I would also like to share that if you have any questions or if you have any doubts or queries on Tally and you feel that that could be a general one also, you can mail me or WhatsApp me or Hiral bhai that we want to understand that. So we are also working on what new webinars do we bring. As we saw that masters is a very simple thing. Everybody says क्या master बनाने में क्या है? But just looking at the debtors and creditors master, we have spent about 1.5 hours. Various options available in default version, various options available with customization. So how we can modify things further at our own convenience. So those things definitely we can work on that. So would like to have suggestions of any particular topic that you want us to discuss on. So those also can be considered in our next webinar series. With this, thank you from my side. Hiral bhai, would you like to add
Yes.
something?
Yeah, thank you for attending, everyone. Thank you for giving us such a wonderful time. And I hope this was an informative webinar. And keep connected, remain connected, so that we can share more such webinars and more such training sessions with you. So do let us know about the customizations which you would like to purchase and which you would like to see the demo of. So we will arrange for a demo as soon as possible. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you all. And there are some questions which I might have missed. I'll try and discuss it offline. Thank you very much.
And everyone definitely try that WFH the thing, because that is very unique and you can use it for your customers, or you can use it for a different purposes also, the autoresponder. So that is one thing we have done in our company. Yeah, thank you.